Hello, and welcome to Scottiestoybox. I'm Scotty. So now pull up a little bit of that internet while we still have any of it. Grab yourself a comfortable chair, maybe something to drink, and just have a sit down while we chat. Now, this is an update to my YouTube channel and will go on my blog in a few days. I have not done videos in a long time, and I'm going to get back to them. I needed to upgrade my equipment. I have invested in great cameras, but I didn't like the sound. Bought a microphone, still didn't like the sound. It was very muted. Then, rather than buy a better microphone, which smart people would have done, I went ahead and bought one of these, 4-channel soundboards with programmable features and that. And here's the bad part. I simply don't know how to program it. I've done all the dials and spins and that, and I just can't seem to make a difference in the sound. I can't hear anything. It's got 16 programs on it. I've tried using each of them, and I can't understand a difference in any of them. I do understand the difference in the bass, treble, and mid-range, and so I hopefully got them right. If there's any issues with the sound or the video, let me know. Probably won't be able to fix them, but you could still let me know. Excuse me. I have a cold right now. I've had it since Thursday before last, so it's going on its 10th day, and it's making me miserable. But that's okay, because I'm generally, something is making me miserable, and I try not to let that get me down. Alright, so just for a test today to show what I hope to be able to do in the future, and hopefully all this will run right, and we won't look too bad. Sorry, my computer shifted when I moved the mouse, and all of a sudden I panicked. Oh my God, where'd I go? That's the problem I have. My camera's up on the top of my monitor. My screen's here. I want to look here, and the camera's just slightly off, so I want to look over at the camera, which, but then I'm looking here. Anyway, to make my point, I've been told I need to look up at the camera. Well, that feels unnatural. It feels like I got my head tipped up that way, And I'm looking at this little bright light on the camera. And quite frankly, what I want to do is read the stuff off here to you. So, here's what I want to do in the future. I want to be able to go over the dozens and hundreds of news articles every day that I post about and read, and yet not really do an in-depth post on, but just like here's one: impeachment unlikely to remove Trump, but imperative to vindicate Constitution. I agree with that. I don't care that the Senate's not going to remove Trump. Let's be honest. The Republican Party is now a cult. It is not a political party. It is a cult. And the Republicans, the cult of Trump, has totally abdicated any responsibility to the Constitution or to the nation. They don't care about the nation. What they care about is power. Their power. They won't say anything against Trump because they'll lose their seats. If they lose their seats, they lose their power. What happens when a Republican gets done in Congress? They go into think tanks where they get paid to do nothing. Or they become a lobbyist where they get paid a lot of money to talk to the same people they used to talk to every day. Only this time, hey, do what Joe Schmo company wants, because, they'll give you lots of money. It's all corrupt, it's all bad. But the fact is, we are a country of rules and laws, or we are not. And right now, we are not. We have a president acting like a dictator and king I know that's what they accused the black guy of doing, but he didn't. But now they're okay with their guy doing it, and the reason for that is simply this. Republicans crave power. Republicans use democracy to get power. But should democracy interfere with them keeping power if it becomes a choice between democracy or power? Republicans will choose power and will kill democracy to keep power. They will literally just throw democracy out. And they have, and it's been shown. Look at just what happened in North Carolina. They tricked the Democrats. They said, oh, we're not holding votes. I know, we're in charge of the Congress, the legislature. We're not holding any votes. Go ahead and go to those ceremonies. Honor 9/11. Great thing to do. Very important. And then when there were no very limited amount of Democrats in the chamber, they rammed through something they had not been able to do in 2 years. Think about that. They have not been able to do this because they didn't have a supermajority, so they killed democracy to keep the power. Republicans don't care about democracy. They may talk big, patriotic. Oh, kneeling black guy, really, really bad. Taking money from military buildings and military schools, and that for families, for kids. I have families in the military. I was in the military, and let me tell you, the troops don't get the support. But they took that, which Congress had allotted that, for these things, to make for their wall. Great support of the troops, let me tell you. So anyway, excuse me while I have a sip of my soda. I got a cold. My throat tickles all the time. So anyway, going back to the Republicans and how they feel about democracy. Given a chance, they would have a one-party rule system like China. As long as that party was their party and it was them. So make no mistake, people, this is how Republicans feel about our government. They want power. They want to be in charge. They will do anything to be in charge. However, one caveat. Just because they say that these rules apply to you and you must do this, that, or the other thing, doesn't mean they think it applies to them. Just like a Christian evangelist, and please, if you have an issue with that, write me. I have both long file history of Republican evangelical Christians running on family values who say, you must do this, and we must keep those people from doing that. And then they get caught in a bathroom stall with men, or even worse, they get caught with children. Male children. Male representatives of the family value, Christian faith, Republicans diddling male children. So let's not make a mistake where the Republican Party lies. It is a party of power. That's what they want. That's what they crave. That's all they care about. Do you think they really care about sins or where you're putting your body parts? No, it's a means to an end. They want power. And if they can convince people to give it to them, they would simply say the Wizard of Oz was a real person and Oz was a real place. I'm serious. Look at the things they deny that we can verify and prove simply to keep power. But that's for another story. Next video will be on the Dominionists and how they want to take over the world for their God. All right, this is Scotty. This has been Scottie's Toy Box. I guess not just Scottie's Toy Box, but this has been a rant by Scottie to be placed on his toy box. You're all welcome. I'm glad you're here. This is going to be my new thing. At least I'm going to try every few days. I'd like to get it up to once a day, but I can't keep to a time limit. I just start rambling on. I've totally gone off what I plan to talk about today. This is what it is. Let me know your comments. Let me know what you think, how I can improve, how I could just skip off the planet, whatever you think. Thanks again. This has been Scottie, and I enjoyed talking to you all.